Alright, hey guys, this is Todd. I'm replacing my roof vent lids on my 89 Lance camper. A lot of the only replacements I can find are the same ones I got 2 years ago, which the sun beat down and they're brittle and they just blew off in the wind. Anyway, I'm replacing them with a metal lid, vent line by Dexter. And I'm gonna do a metal lid. Won't let the light in, but for the trade-off of replacing it every 2 years, I'm gonna do it. I don't really care. And in the morning when I want to sleep, it won't be so bright either. So here we are. This is the replacement lid, genuine replacement part there, original, the best, vent line by Dexter. Anyway, that is the new one, and it's got this new hinge. It's all the way across like that. The old hinge has got little tabs here, 4 tabs that go in between the tabs that are already on the camper rim. I don't know if you can see that because of the glare of the sun, but anyway, and there's a screw on each end, goes in the end of those, and then a little rod slides out. And that rod, I've misplaced. No. Okay, found her. There's a little rod. That slides in that hinge that holds it. And then there's a screw that goes in each end. Anyway, so what I've done is, this is what I just got done with. These are the tools you'll need. Tape measure, marker, screwdriver to get those screws out of the ends, a poker just to shove that rod out of that hinge that's in there, this little rod. So you can grab it with one end and then pull it, or one hand and then pull it out that way. Or this way, whichever works. Then what I did is, you can see once it's off, there are 3 little tabs. And those tabs, I've taken and I cut. Here, I'll mark it. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Those are the 3 tabs. That one, and that one. And I'm going to have to cut them, just part of that one, that whole one, and part of that one, in order to fit this new whole hinge in there. Now, I'll pause and come right back. Okay, now I've hooked on this lid on the track on the underneath. And what you want to do now is go inside the camper and you want to lower that. Okay, I went inside and I've lowered the lid to where now I can see this hinge. I just set it on top of this old hinge. And I use my marker right here. I'll mark the end of this one on that old hinge and the width of the on the other hinge here. Mark a line there so that now that hinge will fit down in once I cut those tabs off from that line, and I leave this end and this end for my hinge on the camper that holds the long hinge on the lid. Be right back. Okay, there you are. It's cut off now. You can see the tabs are all cut off and the end pieces that I left, so it'll fit the new hinge. Alright, I'll fit it back on and show you how I do it. Okay, at this point, you want to take that long rod, lower this hinge down into place. You're gonna feed that rod through the end here and into that hinge. Lower or raise it to get it into place, and you'll see it come over to the other end here. So you'll raise that or lower it to get it into place when it gets there. Okay, what you end up with is you end up with a piece of that rod sticking out on each end, which used to have a screw. But now what we're going to do is take our pliers, we'll kink that rod over to the side a little bit, so we could kink it back and replace if we needed to later, if for some reason you did, but they're metal. So I'm kinking them pretty good, and that's how you do this.